Basketball fans, welcome back. So the Lakers players are reportedly frustrated with Darvin Ham's decision about the starting lineup and their roles. So the Lakers, they're having some turmoil. There's this point they lost 4 straight. They lost the Christmas game against the Boston Celtics, which I feel like they lost that game in the fourth quarter. But the way they started that game, the Christmas Day game against the Boston Celtics, they didn't come out. They didn't start the game pretty well. They started the game horrible, but they were able to like cut that lead, heading into the half. But finishing the game in the fourth was quite a challenge. So the Los Angeles Lakers find themselves in a state of internal turmoil as reports indicate growing frustration among players regarding Coach Darvin Ham's recent decisions about the starting lineups and their roles. So I'm just borrowing an article from Fadeaway World. I'm also going to react to it and also just give my opinion on it. So analysts, including Jovan Buha, have weighed in on this in the situation, suggesting that the new starting lineups makes little sense and must be changed before it's too late. So the current configuration, featuring AD, Jared Vanderbilt, Cam Reddish, Prince and LeBron James has been criticized for its offensive shortcomings and defensive struggles. So apparently, the supporting cast around surrounding LeBron and AD have been quite questionable, given the fact that even a report came out that D'Angelo Russell is getting benched. So you could see a lot of reports are just leaking, and the players are just voicing out their frustration. And given like the offense just runs through LeBron and AD, you're having a situation where if the coach does not find a situation where he can cater to both superstars, there's always going to be a problem. And it's the others who are voicing this frustration because we all know the GM has to make sure that he gets the touches that are needed. He has to, orchestrate the offense at times. But if the supporting cast is not the greatest, and he's the guy that is there who's supposed to be orchestrating the offense. I even saw a situation sometime in a previous game. I don't remember pretty quite well, but you could see LeBron James visibly he was just dictating what is supposed to be done even at the bench. So you can see the coach's hand is being questioned because he's supposed to know how to control and maintain the superstar status of these players. So he's just been a yes man all around there, and I feel like he capitulates to LeBron and AD. So the lack of spacing and shooting from the wings has been particularly highlighted, making it challenging for the Lakers to effectively use the talents of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So despite the apparent struggles of the new lineup in practice, Ham has shown reluctance to abandon the change, referring to it as a level of stubbornness with the coach. So the coach has to cater to LeBron and AD. So even with that situation being there, the other players need to fit into that program because there's no way the coach can be able to like tell a guy like LeBron James, the AD, what to do, because majority of the time it's always been it's always been LeBron, like le GM and also like coach at some point. So it becomes quite difficult, especially when they're losing games, and there's always a scapegoat because when everything is running on well, people don't say nothing. But when the games are quite intense and they're losing 4 straight and they're not having like good rotations in there, I feel like LeBron and AD are always exonerated from the blame, and the blame goes to the other players who have to fit into that system. So a player who is not able to fit into that system will find it difficult, statistically and also game wise, to be able to understand what to do inside there. So there is speculation that the coach might use the upcoming games against a less formidable opponent, the Charlotte Hornets, as a justification to stick with the current lineup, anticipating a win that may temporarily validate his decisions. So you could see the coach is just satisficing at this point. There's no way you can go ahead and question LeBron and AD, because it doesn't matter what the coach Darvin Ham does or what he says. It will always be LeBron and AD's team. Even the front office knows this, the ownership knows this, the coach knows this. So it's the other players who have to be to get into that program. If they don't, you'll continue seeing such reactions from them. So criticism has been directed at Ham's lineup choices and rotation, particularly the perceived inconsistency in handling struggling players. So some players like Austin Reeves, D'Lo, and Rui Hachimura reportedly face shorter leashes when they encounter difficulties, while others like Torian Prince and Cam Reddish enjoy longer leashes despite their struggles on the court. So guys like Austin Reeves deloading, also see deloading. He got benched. Austin Reeves, his stats can go up and down based on like the flow of the game. Sometimes he's able to like even get 20 or even 22 points, but it just depends on the touches that he's getting. If AD sits out, you can see a player like Rui Hachimura step in. You can see a Christian Wood step in. You can see Torian Prince step in. But when the team is running on all cylinders, it's actually quite difficult to get everybody on board on the game. So let's say, for example, AD has a career night like 40 points, or also LeBron James has like a 45-point game. So a lot of touches are headed, and the Lakers are feeding the ball to the two main stars of the team. So the other players are the supporting cast. As much as they want to, there's always frustration in their back and forth based on what they need to do. Unfortunately, the game and the system that the Lakers play is always going to revolve around the two main stars in LeBron and AD, despite what they say. So I know the 4-game winning streak threw a lot of people off, especially threw the coaching staff for the Los Angeles Lakers off. But given like the way they're headed to the All-Star break, I expect even the remaining games prior to the All-Star break, they can try to fix up a bit of things, fix up a little things in there. Just try to be able to like continue the same lineup, and also just try to find a way able to accommodate the other players on the roster. That's one thing that they can do. But right now, doing an overhaul and changing like the way the starting lineup is, can be quite detrimental. Like can even lose like even 4 to 5 straight games again. So as the Lakers face a challenging stretch in a 4-game losing streak, so this was taken prior to them snapping that losing streak. I believe it was against the Oklahoma City Thunder where they won the game. So even the Lakers lost to the number 1 seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. So that was actually quite rough. So the internal discord between the team raises concerns about its ability to navigate the highly competitive NBA landscape. So the resolution for this issue will likely require open communication, strategic adjustments, and commitment to finding a lineup that enhances team cohesion and performance. So majority of the time the Lakers are going to cater to LeBron and AD. It doesn't matter what the media thinks, it doesn't matter what the coach thinks or the front office. They got both stars together because they needed to be able to like use this duo and use it to the best of their ability. So the other guys who are the supporting cast are supposed to be complementary pieces to them. It doesn't matter if they suffer statistically, but that's how the NBA works, and that's how things go. So you tell me what you think in the comment section and what you think about this whole issue. But that's just my take on this whole situation. I feel for Darvin Ham because he's a coach that in his first season experienced a very rough start to the to the season, but he was able to make a Western Conference Finals appearance and also making an upset on the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, and also the Golden State Warriors, all as a 7th seed. So you could see Darvin Ham, even with the talent that he had on the roster, he was able to do a couple of things. And considering the fact that even in the trade deadline they are quite active, even in this free agency, low key they made some underrated key signings. He has been great. So majority of the time, right now, what he's needed to do is find a way to be able to control and navigate these stars and know how to utilize every player to their strengths. So all in all, that's what they need to do. So tell me what you think in the comment section on this video, and I'm out. Peace.